It's strange how connected the world has become, and yet people have never felt more alone. Welcome to the Midnight Perspective, a place for quiet conversations about life, faith, love, creativity, and the things we struggle to say out loud. I'm Dustin, and tonight I want to talk about why modern life feels so empty. I think a lot of people are exhausted, but not physically. Spiritually exhausted, emotionally exhausted. You wake up, you go to work, you scroll through your phone, you watch people pretend to be happy online, you come home, you distract yourself until you fall asleep, and then somehow we repeat it again. I think one of the strangest parts about modern life is that we have more entertainment than any generation in history, but we also have some of the highest levels of anxiety, depression, loneliness, and emotional emptiness. And nobody really talks about it, honestly. People will tell you to stay productive, stay grinding, stay busy, but nobody asks, what are we actually chasing? Sometimes I think modern life trains us to avoid silence because silence forces us to hear ourselves. And a lot of people are terrified of what they'll hear. I think social media has changed the human soul more than we realize. And I know that sounds dramatic, but think about it. We compare our entire lives to someone else's highlight reel. We watch edited happiness every single day. Perfect relationships, perfect bodies, perfect success, perfect lifestyles. But behind every screen is still a human being struggling with something. I think a lot of people secretly feel invisible. Not unseen physically, emotionally unseen. You can have followers and still feel unloved. You can get attention and still feel empty. You can be surrounded by people and still feel completely alone. And honestly, I think people are starving for real connection. Not performance, not aesthetics, not temporary validation, but real connection. Now, photography changed the way I see people. When you walk through cities with a long enough camera, you start noticing sadness. Not dramatic sadness, quiet sadness. A couple sitting silently at dinner, the exhausted cashier, the old man walking alone, the girl staring out at a rainy window. Photography taught me that everyone is carrying something. Everyone. And I think that's why I love photography so much. Because for 1 second, you freeze a human emotion. One honest moment in a world full of pretending. Some of the most beautiful photographs aren't technically perfect. They're emotionally honest. I think part of why modern life feels empty is because people are trying to live without meaning. And I'm not here to preach at anybody, but I do think human beings were created for something deeper than consumption. More money doesn't automatically heal loneliness. More attention doesn't heal insecurity. More pleasure doesn't heal emptiness. I think there's a spiritual hunger in people. And sometimes we try to feel spiritual wounds with temporary things. Relationships, status, addiction, validation, constant distraction. But eventually, silence catches up to all of us. Now, there's this verse that says, "What does it profit a man to gain the whole world, yet lose his soul?" And honestly, that verse feels more relevant now than ever. Because I think a lot of people are succeeding publicly while falling apart privately. And maybe that's why so many people feel disconnected from themselves. We weren't built to live as brands. We were built to live as human beings. I also think people deeply miss genuine love, not performative love, not social media love, not disposable relationships, but real love. The kind where somebody truly sees you. I think modern dating has made people afraid to be vulnerable. Everybody's protecting themselves. Everybody's afraid of being hurt. So instead of loving deeply, we love cautiously. And maybe that's why so many relationships feel emotionally empty now. I still believe true love exists. I genuinely do. But I think it requires emotional honesty. And emotional honesty is rare. I think that's why I wanted to create this podcast. Not to pretend I have life figured out. Because honestly, I don't. But maybe there are people out there who feel the same way. People who think deeply. People who feel deeply. People trying to find meaning in a world that feels increasingly artificial. Maybe this podcast can become a quiet place for those people. A place to slow down. To reflect. To feel human again. Thank you for spending this time with me tonight. This is the Midnight Perspective. And remember, sometimes we have to step away from the noise to finally hear ourselves.